comment was made on the video where I was talking about the Assumable Loan Rome program that's out, and they're trying to help you get paired up with an assumable loan. And I was telling you guys that the other part of the difference you have to come up with, and that can be cash. The other option is a second mortgage, which, mind you, I went on their website. It does say that they offer, they partner up with people that offer second mortgages, which I don't know who they are because they don't list them. So I can't give you like my insight on who these companies are. And again, I'm not hating on Rome. I'm just trying to educate you guys because there's not enough education when it comes to purchasing. So yes, it's great and it sounds amazing that, okay, there's this assumable loan that I could potentially take over. It's at a 3% interest rate. And yes, I need to get a second mortgage for another $150,000, let's say. You have to keep in mind two things. One is the first mortgage is already sitting with Joe Schmo, the servicer, okay? It's at 3% interest rate on an FHA loan, let's say. You have to come in and you have to get qualified through that servicer. And I don't know who the servicer is, what their requirements are to get into that mortgage. I don't know if that assumable loan is going to be harder than if you were to just get a traditional FHA loan. But at the end of the day, they have to agree to give you that loan and you qualify for it. Now, on top of that, you have to come up with the other portion. And if you're not coming up with it in cash, the servicer on the first loan has to then qualify you with carrying a second mortgage on the home. And yes, you have to find somebody who is also willing to sit in second position to give you a second mortgage of that capacity, which I don't deal strictly in second mortgages, so I'm not familiar with who's out there dominating that world and what the requirements are. But essentially, you have to qualify for the first mortgage with carrying the second mortgage and all of your debt, and go through two separate processes at probably the same time. Again, unless you have cash to come up with the difference. So just keep this in mind if you are trying to go that route, because you have to jump through, I'm assuming, probably a lot of hoops. Which, hey, at the end of the day, if you are willing to jump through all those hoops and you qualify for all of the guidelines that they require, and you can get through it, by all means, do it if it makes sense and you have a low interest rate and it works for you. But just remember that it may not be the easiest process, and it may be a little bit more stressful than going the traditional route. And I'm not saying that because I want you to go with me and go with the traditional route. I'm telling you that so you can better prepare yourself.